I have to set the camera, I guess. Ah, let me do this. Are you serious? I'm gonna just find it. Okay. Oh, we are good. We are good. I mean, I could put the ad on, but you know, I don't care. I'm just gonna. It's just gonna be a chill stream. No, but the video I just posted, it's true to reality. It's like it's hard for us to progress when when we are going back, and there's more than just you know types of going back. Going back is like okay, that's cool. Okay, now I'm seated. I can talk. Do I get any new character episodes? No. They ain't making up for any new people. I guess we'll just do arcade on everything. I get what I'm saying. Obviously. But anyways, going back in the way where, like, our values are the wrong thing. It's about the clothes you're wearing. Yeah, I'm gonna do it's about the clothes. It's about the clothes you're wearing. You know how many women you have had. Do Tekken 3 one.
Get ready for the
Tekken
next
3.
battle.
Tekken 3 looks good. But it has become like more of the fact of how many women you're having sex with every single day, or you talking to, or what clothes you're wearing, if you're wearing designer at all in the first place. And that's about it. That's what I'm saying, we're going back. We care so much about image. It's crazy. And it also could also affect, you know, politics in a way as well. Everything's about validation based. And let's see, just, you know, the guys who have a thing for a girl, you know, or one of those that, you know, specifically after the most prettiest girl, you know, either at their workplace or wherever they're at, or Comic-Con, dance, whatever, I don't care where anyone goes, to, yeah, you're going to have to raise your prestige as a man. You're going to have sex with a lot of women. You're going to have to get your body count. I don't agree with it, clearly. It's just the same way I don't agree with sports betting or, you know, emptying your entire wallet for crypto. One of those things like, yeah. One of those things you need to give thought to before doing. Because you're going to have some pretty bad side effects at the same time. But social media has messed us up because they told us that's what we need to be doing. That's the stuff we need to be doing. You know, it's like back in 2005 when the rap days, where rap was popular, where everyone had gold chains, where they spent like $1,000 on, you know, I'll say one band on gold chains. Those chains don't mean nothing. As that maybe you made it. It's a status symbol only. And we're doing it with everything else, because Pokemon cards now are getting to be status symbol too. If you got a base set, you know, or a Crystal Charizard from way back in the day, rated and everything, you could just go put on a necklace and people think you have money Just like when, you know, Jordans got popular. And when Jordan, I remember the time when Jordans got popular, you know, people would spend a good $200 to $400 on a pair of Jordans. And then it was the Jordan Retros. I mean, I'm only talking about this stuff because I know this stuff because I've studied. I've studied, bro. I've studied. We care about what people think of us more than anything else. And that's the thing that makes me sick. It's like, look, that's not going to make you into the person you need to be. The person you need to be, if you want to get validation from yourself, true, real validation, go to the gym, eat healthy, you know, protect what you value the most, go to work, pay your bills, and live a decent life.
Get ready for the next battle.
You don't need to spend a lot of money on material things.
I'm only interested in my inferior.
Really. You really don't need to have sex with a whole lot of women to make yourself look
Round
good.
one.
And vice versa. But if you do want to talk to, you know, girls that are involved with social media lifestyles, unfortunately, numbers gotta go up. Whether it's your social media account numbers, whether it's your bank numbers, or your body count. And that's just the truth. Don't get mad at me, that's just the truth.
Sounds like you, bro.
I'm not mad.
You've been very
I blame it on the higher ups that promote that algorithm. I blame it on the people that make a lot of money riffing off of us. Because, I mean, these CEOs, they don't care about us. These CEOs will watch us die and starve, but will still sow division. They're sitting there just laughing, having a good time. We're in the emotional version of the Hunger Games. We're chasing empty stuff. They're out there watching us tear each other apart and liking every bit of it. That's why I said they'd be scared if people were smart.
Final round.
And if people actually were smart enough to figure that out. But I'm just saying, if you want to become something, you know, entertainment-wise, such as the social media, since like TikTok or Instagram influencer, you're gonna have to be making some big moves, and the numbers got to be high on something. If it's all three, hell, then you've done great.
I'll show you.
But you know, one of those numbers have to go up if you want to get somewhere on the social media scale, because not only that, but you're also selling the image of yourself. You're also selling yourself as well. You're also selling an image. And even someone like me who sticks primarily to playing fighting games, it don't even matter how good you are in fighting games normally. It's also entertainment based. People like Sonic Fox, not only because Sonic Fox is good, but Sonic Fox is entertaining. You know, the outfits that he wears in the events, you know, irregardless of the politics that he puts out there, I gotta admit, Sonic Fox is entertaining.
Round two. Fight.
Yeah. And if I'm looking for someone more chill, I look to Lil Majin. And being a Tekken bro, Lil Majin is, I'm more into Lil Majin. But, you know, even FCG is not only just people who go to tournaments, they're entertaining themselves. You know. Like, take someone who doesn't win tournaments, like Low Tier God. Why do you think Low Tier God got all the subs he got? Irregardless of what polarizing, crazy, messed up stuff he says on the daily basis, you gotta admit that Low Tier God is very entertaining. You gotta admit. Like, it's just he's a perfect heel. I'll say that when it comes to FCG heels, Low Tier God is a perfect heel. He's the guy you want to see lose.
Get ready for the next battle.
Because the stuff he says That's that's what makes him entertaining. That's what makes him captivating. Is like unapologetically, but it's just like what I'm saying. When you get into a media position,
Fight.
you know, 1 or 3 of the numbers is what's important, or who you know. Like the people that Kai Cenat put on his platform, that's because Kai Cenat himself is a household name. I do like the rebrand. I don't care what anyone says about Kai. I like what he's doing now. He's trying to change up himself. He's trying to do better. And yeah, I got to give props to Boyle for doing that. Like I wasn't like an active follower of Kai, but I knew who he was. But I would distance himself from the people he put on if I were there, because they're going to ruin his growth. They're going to ruin his growth. 100%. Said, well, I was saying about the video I posted, the one earlier, it was meant for what I said. That, they sell an image that you're supposed to be, or what you're supposed to be, or what, and for men who can't live up that image, the same thing goes for women. Women that can't live up the image of being the attractive Instagram model, that's also bad for them as well, because that creates mental health issues. Try to keep up with people that you're never going to be like. In my case, I got body dysmorphia. If anyone needs to know why I'm also in the gym, I got body dysmorphia. And because I see this one attractive Italian cosplayer, he usually cosplays Jin Kazama, and I can't remember, I think he does Sephiroth, but he's like an Italian cosplayer, but his physique is like, you can grate cheese on his abs.
Fight.
But people need to know, to get to that far, if you're not genetically already there, it's going to be hard and arduous, and you will be using extra stuff to help you. And for women that can't grow a fat ass or anything like that, they should not be ashamed of themselves. They should not. Because it's like, real life is different than anything else. Genetics is a 40%, thing. When you go to the gym, it's only a multiplier. It takes their best stuff, best assets, and make them better. Because I have fat, because I have body fat, because of the family I'm born in, I can easily get muscle. I probably don't even need to have the whey protein. To be honest, I don't even need to have the whey protein. All I need to do is spend time in the gym, eat a lot of protein, do creatine. I probably don't even need to use the protein powder, to be honest. I don't possess the nutrition for that because of that. But I think that people should just know. I think people should just know what is realistic and what's not with anything. I mean, it's the same thing. It's like that with even like martial arts. I think the only reason people believe in bullshido, if you don't know what that term is, or it's made up martial arts, where you can do a death touch by just putting his finger in, doing this, doing like the poison touch. That's not a real thing. It's good in movies. It sounds good in Hollywood, but that's not real martial arts. But it's not even about martial arts. It's just like most people on a daily basis, they see something manufactured fake and believe it as real. Take it as gospel. And then that's also what messes things up. But when you work for a media job like social media, yeah, you're going to have to create a fake image. You're going to have to be a different person to look at. You're going to have to create a character. And that character has to be completely 100% in reality. Like, even when you go out and talk to people or do the complete hangouts, you can't be your true self. Because it robs them of that illusion. And that's the problem. It's illusion, man. It's illusion. It's smoke and mirrors. Even the humiliation was 100%, 100% most of your stage. Oh god, I need to do taxes later on. I'm gonna do a little bit later on. I did everything else. I did my meal preps. I washed my work clothes, my taxes. Even if I had to miss the Super Bowl, I can do that. No problem. I watch the Blitz. I don't do things first. Yes. I guess that's why I decided to come on stream, talk about my positions and stuff. It's like, some of my ideals are different than my therapist is. But we both come to an agreement that social media is creating fake culture to justify, a viewpoint, no matter how limiting the viewpoint is.
Yeah! You win. I'm in top condition. Get ready for the next battle. Round one. Fight.
And for me, I'm going to be apologetic with my viewpoints. Because I don't think it's wrong. I think creating this whole entire culture where, you have to actively participate in hookup culture or there's something fundamentally wrong with you. I think that's stupid and creates false narrative and ideas and stuff. It's the same thing with the toxic masculine culture where you have to be on a bunch of roids and, drive high-rise trucks and just be pissed off and want to fight everybody. That's stupid too. That robs you of life. You need to become the person you want to become. There's already too many people that act the same. Be different. Dare to be different. Like for me, example. I'm not ashamed I got a nerdy ass voice. I'm not ashamed that I got, I can still live. I can still at least bench press at this point. Bench press 320 and have this voice. I could talk about something that's smart, intelligent. I can still talk about something that's smart, intelligent, and bench press 325. So it's like, yeah, you're gonna make fun of me for being sound like a squeegee, but I know how to, I know a little bit about fashion and I know how to bench press 320. So it's like, people underestimate the power of nerds. And it's funny because like everybody else is converted to that. You've got Kyson talking about how much he likes anime, which I believed it. I mean, I remember his Elden Ring stream, and he went all out for Elden Ring stuff. Decked his whole entire room with Elden Ring, paraphernalia.
Round one. Fight.
But yeah, I guess this is more of a rebuttal so people that have questions about that video can answer on here. I did what I did because I felt like I needed to. Quit with the bullshit and lies and say something's not happening clearly. It is. Standards for being anybody in America, no matter who you are, what you identify as. It's hard. We become a capitalistic and extremely materialistic society. Straight up. We care more about images than truth. We hold on, physical images or physical stuff more than a belief system. I guess right now I'm like Uncle Shimo from Ghost of Tsushima. Not in the way where he's crazy about it, but I think people have lost their honor because they care more about defending an image, a physical thing more than the spiritual thing. The spiritual things you can't see. The spiritual things lives through you. Spirituality lives through everybody. They just got to put more faith and beliefs in that than the physical thing. Yeah. Like no matter what country flag you're under, no matter what church you go to, or a monument or whatever, or lack up or you don't. I think and for everyone to unlock true spirituality, they gotta detach themselves from the physical. That's why my algorithms get shut down when I say this stuff. They think I'm crazy off some crazy hobo talking about stuff. No, spirituality does exist. Everyone can be spiritual. Everyone can tap into a force that gives them true power. But for that to happen, that takes
game over.
I mean, that takes being able to detach yourself from the physical world, meaning that you don't bow to an image. You don't pledge yourself to an image or a physical thing. You live every day. You live every day. Oh, the beautiful hair. You live every day doing
Get
good.
ready for the next battle.
Your behavior each and every day is what should make you.
Don't miss me winning.
Not what you believe, not the physical things you believe,
Round one. Fight.
but who you are as a core person. Core values should not be put inside of a physical image. I know one thing when I grew up Jehovah's Witness, and you know what? Looking back now, I understand now. I understand why you don't have no, because the idea is to detach yourself from anything worldly in a way. Like how many people care about a political party, a flag, or a deity more than. We'll take a look at that.
Good night.
That's alright, I'll do that to
Round
myself.
one.
I have to look.
Fight.
And unfortunately, now, in order for a guy to be qualified for dating women in modern society, you're going to have to raise the body count. You're going to have to at least have more than two. 2 or 3 does not count as anything. In fact, 2 or 3 does not count as, as a true body count. You need to raise your body count to 5 as a and it's the truth. So, unfortunately, if you're going to be trying to get a relationship with somebody, unfortunately, unless they're not media people, people you meet in real life. But if you care so much about the media life, there's going to be a lot of things you're going to have to do for that. I mean, it's just like how it is where most accounts are bought in their accounts to get high numbers when they authentically don't have those numbers. I don't agree with it, but I see why they do it.
Get ready for the next battle. Yes! Round one. Fight.
I need to start mastering those. Paul's my meta. Like, Jin's just for fun.
Round two. Fight.
But that's why I made it. That's what I'm saying. That's exactly the crux to it. To show you how freaking backwards social media has made everybody and everything. Because you got rich billionaires that promote this stuff in everyone's algorithm just to see us fall apart and go to the same channels. Prey on the people. Stupid people get, mad that they're being scammed. Stupid people go to outlets to cope with the fact they've been scammed by getting scammed some more. The big, rich, evil CEO, ultra boss guy just laughs and having a good time, thanking everybody for the yacht parties that they got from all the stupid morons that fall for one or the other. And they cut a good big pay to these podcasts by going around saying, see, I was right. And pay cuts. Greed is just a huge thing. Greed is the hugest sin that covers most of the Western world. By exploitation. Making things too impossible for people to do. Like, I remember a time when there was still an American dream. There was still a white picket fence, a house, a dog, a wife. Not anymore. Not anymore. You don't want to. Not anymore. We need to go to yacht parties before rich people are far important. The rich need more yacht parties. That's funny, I'm using a platform by a rich white guy. I'm not saying no names because I'm not trying to get myself banned, but you know. If you remember TwitchCon with Amaru, you know. If you were there when that happened, you know. But that's what I'm saying. Being super spiritual, that's where I came up with that kind of idealism.
Get ready for the next battle.
That's too late for that. That's far too late for that. I don't care that Rick on G's story. I like it that she's still alive. In my opinion.
Round two. Fight.
But yeah, that's my take. The videos. Social media has made it where now it's become believable. You have to have this and do this to get me. Like I said, to become anything now or anything of substance, you're going to be making some heavy sacrifices. You're going to work and make so much money where you have no free time or stuff to be important. If you look for a romantic life, you're going to get yourself confused, feeling numb, and have diseases doing something. Why? Because people, social media is programming people to be this way. You want real nice, expensive things like Birkins, same thing. You'll be working yourself to the bone to get that. The system exploits everybody. I mean, I can remember a time where there was a middle class. I can remember the time there was a middle class. When I was a kid, we were on the middle class. We didn't have everything, but we didn't have nothing either. It was nice.
Get ready for the
When I was a
next
kid,
battle.
it was nice. I don't know what they call it, a shelter, but no, that's because there was a middle class when I was growing up. People still wanted money, but not in the way they do now, where they're sick, where they're willing to do whatever it takes to get money. That, you know, there was no sports betting back then. Or if there was only bars that did sports betting. And I don't even know how you calculate that back then. I guess whatever team won, or whatever team was going to the Super Bowl, or not, probably back then. Now they got an automated system now, which I refuse to play part of it. I'm spiritual, man. I don't even like it, the fact that you could bet on fighting game players. Like you could actually place bet on which Street Fighter player is going to win Evo. I hate that, because that means more cheating is going to probably happen in Evo, Genesis, Gen Con, arenas. And not even just fighting game at all, even like Marvel Rivals and Fortnite and stuff like that. Now we're going to see an excessive amount of cheating because you can bet on esport players too.
Get ready for the next battle.
It's crazy how much jacked up the world has become.
Round one.
It has become crazy. So it's like, yeah, I'll take this and say that video was a little long, but there was reason for it. Social media did exploit a lot of people and made them vulnerable to false information. And that's because we allow the wrong people to have power and be in charge of anything. And I feel like that's a problem. Yeah, do what you will with what I just said and twist it to whatever you want to believe, but you know I'm right. And then we're going to remove algorithm posts. We're going to remove an algorithm post to anyone talking against, you know, exploitation. Why? Because we can't have that. Why be honest when you can make money lying? Be worth it. I mean, it's just the truth. I mean, it's been around for a while. I mean, like I said, back in 2005, where people used to spend, you know, I mean, even collectors' hobbies, like I said, trading card games are getting pricey too. I I fear for One Piece. I fear for the One Piece card game because they're gonna have the same because of Logan Paul getting involved with One Piece. It's gonna be hard to get any decent cards for One Piece, and that might end up being all the Bandai games next. That means Dragon Ball Fusion World's gonna probably get, you know, scalper prices too, because the next box is gonna be $250. Where a box used to be like $60, it's going to get up to $250 because now we're even turning cards into materialistic, you know, influencer items. I mean, I will give it to say that, yeah, the good thing it is expose more players to the media, and that's always good to have more people play the game so the game can survive. But it's also, yeah, haven't played. Not yet. I want to get me a structure deck for sure. I want to get me a structure deck of that. But it's also done bad too because then you got scalpers. And scalpers was a byproduct as well. For every good thing, there's always going to be a bad thing that follows it with it. But it does scare the mess out of me. It's like I go to Fusion World tournaments every Wednesday. Like the regular locals, the $5 locals, every Wednesday. That's exactly why. When the decks came out, no one could buy the decks. No one could buy the decks when they came out. I mean, it was already bought out like before. Like when it was just coming out, the decks were gone. The decks were gone completely. And then resold for higher prices on Facebook Marketplace. But, you know, that they got the decks back, though. I mean, but now, most of those decks now, that was like $14, $15, and I'm not talking about the more you could build your Gundam, like the regular star decks now, are $25. So if you want, you know, you have to really save money to just get a sealed one. I don't think you could build a perfect deck if you're playing tournaments because it's going to cost too much money because of this stuff. And like I said, most of the prices are drops. No one's really paying the prices that are out there. It's market manipulation, bud. It's market manipulation. Yeah, market manipulation at its finest, buddy. I mean, it's kind of a good thing I didn't sell that Goku I have, the tournament entry promo thing, because it's like, it's not really worth as much as they put it on there because that price is a lie. Yeah, they'll go on TCG and manipulate the market so they can resell it at that price and justify and say, well, see, everyone's buying at this price. Music. Probably past the 30-minute mark, but that's alright. Well, yeah, I don't care. I know later on I have to get the filing my taxes, so I really can't stay on here long. That's alright. I do mine digitally anyways. I don't go there. To a place where they'll take half of it. No, sir. I just talk about scalping and marketing. I need that money.
Game over.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he gets a lot of money because, like I said, the market manipulation. A TCG player, oh yeah. I mean, if I get a hand on any, I'll say this: if I get a hand on any, like, Gundam product like the Star Deck, I just have one as a collection for the card game stuff I have. But it's even hard to get that. Even just for 25, I can't just by paying 25 for one starter deck. It's a starter deck. It's not like a deck you could take to the tournament to play. You're gonna have to rebuild that to make it good enough. In all the Bandai card games, it's not like the big card games. You can't just buy a deck and then it's good enough to play, even at local. You have to retool it. Like for Dragon Ball Fusion World, when it first came out, the Broly deck was really good, but you had to buy 3 of those Broly decks to make it really good. You had to buy 3 of those Broly decks. And then you had to buy the big, certain big, not prize cards, but very ultra rare, certain ultra rare cards because they need to make them faster. I think this year I picked up for the Fusion World. I picked up the Turles deck because it's the cheapest out of the meta decks. It wasn't that expensive. The only thing that's truly expensive is the Alt Art Goku and the Leader Turles, which that gone up in price too. Where the Leader Turles is only $30, it's $125. Yeah, that's the Alt Art, which I don't necessarily need to have the Alt Art. It just looks cooler. But we'll see what happens once they release the next set. If it goes back down in price, I'll get into it. If not, forget it. I'll play with what I got.
Get ready for the next battle.
And I can't blame stores for doing what they do. They're trying to compete with the scalper prices. They have.
Round 1.
Otherwise, they don't have a business. Like card stores, there's not very many card stores these days. And, well, you know why. Yeah. Oh yeah, like I said, the market manipulation isn't only on cards. Bitcoin and everything. Yeah. If you got the wrong people to tell a good enough lie, everyone will believe the lie. And then pretty much base it around the lie. It is just sick and predatory, to be honest. There's just, it is disgusting how far people will go to make money. It's crazy. Don't get me wrong, we need money to survive, but my God. And here's the thing, what if someone finds out that you're manipulating the market? Wouldn't you face a legal sentence for doing that, I wonder? Like, isn't there something in our laws where if you're found out about? I mean, look at the dude who bought GameStop stocks. Of course, the guy was an idiot. He posted online that he bought it, rather than just enjoy the mega millions he had. Because I'm sure there's something in their laws where you can't do that. I'm pretty sure. It's like, but yeah, Bitcoin, it's now became a scam. You put money in there. Yeah. Okay, you're my ass whooped. But I just wonder if there's got to be something in our code book if they find out you're manipulating the market and lying, and you're caught in it legally, there's got to be something in there, or maybe they force you to pay it back or something like that. Which I think that's a light punishment. I think you should go to prison for doing that because you're scamming people out of a lot of money that they could be using for their bills or to keep a roof over their head. That's pretty evil. I'm not gonna lie. With as much as homeless people I've seen this year, that's pure evil to do that. I'm not gonna lie. That's some pretty evil shit, evil, wicked shit to you know, to come up with these scams and market manipulations. Like I said, but with this materialistic idealism that social media has put out there and making people, you know, get crazy about FOMO. If you don't know what FOMO is, it's fear of missing out. I mean, even video games have done that too, because now they run out of Ultimate Editions and anything now, and then, you know, it's crazy. It's crazy. People are nuts with it. And they don't even care. Like, not a shred of dignity. For, like, the regular people. Like, the people working a 9 to 5 just to make it.
Final round. Fight.
Finally. First one. Yeah.
You win.
It's just one of the things that social media has really just torn apart. Besides just the regular culture stuff, is the inflation of markets on anything.
Round one.
And then using FOMO for reasons for people to have to get the money for that stuff. It's fine. I thought we were above that. Really, I really thought we were above that, but I guess we're not. Really, it's like 2026, and we're still, and we're still extremely materialistic as a society. It's one thing if you want something. I will say, if you want something just because you want it, there's a difference. But if you want something just to look good to other people, then it's like, yeah, kind of you miss the important lesson. Like the collectibles, the guitar and stuff. This is shit I wanted, and I was able to get it. But like people buying, like, you know, a bunch of bags or expensive designers just to look cool to somebody else, or buy themselves a Corvette or high-rise trucks just to impress people, but you're not going to use it for anything else but to impress other people. I feel like that's just lame.
Round one.
If you at least buy a high-rise truck, you probably should use it. You can make a second or third job with it. Yeah, you get into mowing, construction, plumbing, or something. You can have a trade on the side. And it's like, why buy a Corvette when you just get yourself a good Dodge? You get yourself a good Dodge Avenger that's reliable. You can get one of like sporty colors. I don't see a reason to get, you know, I'm the 30. This is 30-year-old Dev you're talking to.
You win.
My nightlife, partying stuff, days are way over.
Get ready for the next battle. Round one. Fight. Round two. Fight.
I mean, hell, I remember like the days in high school where if you got your driver's license and you got your own car, that you were the big shit, no matter what it was. Remember those days. But personally, I'm just not a big fan of spending a lot of money on chains and purses. I think that's a huge waste. I mean, to be honest, you could just go to a Chinese shop and get yourself even a fake gold chain and still look as good if you're just trying to do that. I'll go to Burlington Coat Factory if you know, for any designer bags that's less than stuff. But the LA culture, the LA influencer culture has messed things up too. Yeah. I think LA and Miami messed things up for being the capitals of like social media promotion and algorithm reach. Oh, grapples are good. God damn. But yeah, going back to the whole gun thing, I think I'll probably get me a Star Deck, but not now. If I find a place that sells it for cheaper, or if at a con some guy who's nice enough to sell for 15, then I'll just pick it up. You know. Or go play at Comic-Con and see a card vendor that's selling a Gundam Star Deck for $15. I'm like, yes, I'll bet. But I'm not spending $25. That's crazy. For a deck that you really, let's be honest, you need better cards to play with. And I'm already in enough card games as it is. Because I've gotten to collecting Union Arena only because Union Arena is cheaper. I still do the Fuse War, but I do sometimes get some Union Arena stuff. Just because no one's really playing Union Arena, but they still have cards available. And so you can get a pack or a deck at Walmart in Union Arena. It's just pretty. I'll be honest. It's pretty much just a better version of White Shorts. A much more realized version of White Shorts. A bunch of different animes, one thing. That's it. Like, I did get the Yu Yu Hakusho box just because I like Yu Yu Hakusho that much. It's only stuff I care about. You know, Jujutsu Kaisen, because I like Jujutsu Kaisen as well. So, it made sense for me to get those. And then the Bleach sets. Just because I actively watch those shows. I won't get every single set. I skipped out on the Hunter x Hunter and Rurouni Kenshin set. I do like Rurouni Kenshin, but not enough to buy me a deck of it. They got an Evangelion set. I might check that out. I did like Evangelion. Then again, I'm from the 90s. So Evangelion is one of those things I enjoy too. Of course, that came on like mid It was beyond Tsunami, when Adult Swim was first coming out. And Adult Swim had an anime license. Because I remember, because they had like Inuyasha, Bleach came on there. There's like, I think started like 2005, 2006 type of stuff. But definitely a lot of Inuyasha. And then Witch Hunter Robin, oh my god. I wonder what happened. I wonder where, if they had a new or anything with Witch Hunter Robin. I remember that too. Ghost in the Shell. I'm just aging myself, am I? I tried getting the Paranoia agent, but I couldn't understand what was going on. It was too trippy. It was worse than Cooley when it comes to trippy. It's like, I mean, obviously they're trying to solve a murder of a guy wearing a baseball cap over his face, and he has a baseball bat called Little Slugger, but it's just like the case testimonies were all over the place. It was Paranoia Agents is one of those that, let's be honest, you're going to have to drink or smoke something. And that's not going to even help you understand it. It's just going to help you be cool with it. Well, I have dipped my toes in the wind. But I don't think they found an IP yet that's going to make them real big bucks. I think the only thing that would do that would now be Jujutsu Kaisen for the new season. But I think in some circles people play Yu. My scene locally, no. Like, I'm dead sure if I went like to Des Moines, Iowa, or any other state in a card shop, they'd probably be completely right. There's never gonna be a short screen when he plays Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, or Magic. Those are big three. He's gonna always play those. I think I'm gonna finish this. Time to get off my ass and do my taxes. Really need to do that. You know, great. I juiced my juice, did meal prep, ready for the week. And just be going to work and go to the gym. And I guess I'll catch whatever little bit of I can the sequel, if it's still on. I think if it comes off at 6, then I could probably watch it. I have no horses in this. I have no horses in this one because he's lost, but see how the halftime show turns out. See if there's any viral moments. I say, so I can go to work like, yeah, I remember that viral moment. Okay, she's a good counter character. But I have to focus on my grapples. My grapples are my best weapons. But after this arcade mode, I think it's just time. Take it out. Okay. I think it's been good enough time.
Atala visto?
Indeed it was.
Takat-takat siak si Timit? Aga mamlecik sanso?